All right. I believe we're now rocking and rolling. Always a good day when you have a Windows update. Am I right, my fellow Windows people? Let's see, is this going? Cool. All right, so just had to rock and roll with a Windows update, so that was super thrilling. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. My name is Cameron, also known as Venus Theory. I am your stunning, fabulous host for today's live stream session. We are really excited at Cherry Audio because we're going to be showing off this new MG1 Plus synthesizer, which is this kind of weird, quirky little thing that was sold by Radio Shack back in the 80s. It's actually a Moog synth, but it's really a bit out there. It's got a lot of kind of quirks and weird things about it, so it's really fun to play with, and it is absolutely free. You can actually pick this up right now. It just released yesterday, actually, so you can check that out with the link over in the chat box, which that's on the wrong side of my screen, over in the chat box over here. We've also got Cherry Audio merch now, which is pretty cool, so if you want to pick up a cool Cherry Audio shirt with the CA2600, the DCO106, the Voltage Modular logo, and there's like a cool one that kind of looks like a tattoo, and I think there's one other one that I can't remember offhand, but yeah, there's some really cool shirts that are available, and there's the Cherry Audio Black Friday sale. So if you want to pick up any of the Cherry Audio stuff or some modules for Voltage Modular, there's tons and tons and tons of stuff available on sale, including the PSP Ultimate Modular bundle, which I personally highly recommend, but there's a lot of really great stuff on sale, including the Cherry Audio stuff. So what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to play with the new MG1 Plus, which is absolutely free. If you don't have it, you can go download it with the link over here, and you can follow along and play with this. It's got a bunch of presets, but it's also a super easy user interface. It's something you can really just pick up with and go. I made a demo track for the MG1 Plus, and we're going to open that project here today in Bitwig and play around with it, and then maybe see if we can improve on it a little bit. I could only use the MG1 Plus, because obviously this is a demo track for the MG1 Plus, but I figured we could pull out Voltage, the 106, the 2600, and just get weird with it and see what we can turn this into. So we'll run for about an hour and see what we've got. So let's give this a go. It looks like everything's running. Excellent. This is the demo track I made, one of two demo tracks I made for MG1 Plus, and this one I believe I called Galactic Bass or something like that. So this is kind of a modern, almost bass house type track, and we're going to play around with it. So all the synths are MG1 Plus. Everything we hear is MG1 Plus except the drums. There's a couple drum samples and like some loops and stuff I use to fill out the drum section. So let's take a listen to this and then start rocking and rolling on it. Another art here, maybe. sidechain bus. Always name your stuff in your projects. I always like forget to name my stuff and I get lost. So that's it. So I think we're in a good spot. I would like to maybe double the length of the drop and kind of go into like a B section and then go to the outro. Because it doesn't need to be like a full track, you know. But it would be fun to maybe just extend this a bit and do something a bit more fun. So let's move that over. And we could just like, let's see. So that kick drum's kind of for the outro. So we'll just like double this stuff. And let's get our effects moved over as well. This little bloopy thingy. Cool. And maybe we like change up the bass pattern or something. So, is there a way to view the source code? There are actually some filter examples. You can't view the actual source code for the Cherry Audio ones, like the ladder filter and stuff, but there are some example projects for Voltage Module Designer that have some of the DSP stuff in there. The TAL one, disappointed with it. This one looks so good. Oh, the 106? The 106 is pretty solid. Let's maybe pull that out and kind of start this off with like a cool, big, you know, pad thing, because I love the chorus in that. What DAW is this? This is Bitwig Studio 3. It's a lot like Ableton, but different. So this is the MG1 Plus, for those of you just joining us. This is the new synth from Cherry Audio, and it's totally free. And all of those sounds you heard, all those synth sounds throughout this whole thing, that's all MG1 Plus. So it's a really basic synth, but actually pretty powerful. And got some just weird kind of quirky things about it, like the poly section. It's got this bell tone, which is like a ring modulated thing. Noise, a poly section. So the poly section is actually entirely separate from the tones, and it's really weird because you have this like kind of mono thing with a poly thing on top of it. It's really fun to mess with. Like, it's got this restrictive workflow, but I think it's nice to experiment with because that forces you to work with what it does. You know what I mean? And I think that's something maybe we get lost with in this day and age, because we all have these like big, super powerful like synths that do anything you want. You know, like Voltage Modular is ridiculous, but something like this that's a lot more stripped back and just one panel, you just kind of have to go with it and figure out what you can do with it. And I think it forces you to get more inventive, especially in the post-processing phase. For instance, like the big bass drop in the chorus, or like the drop here, I use the MG1 for that. So the bass layer is actually just this house bass 1 preset. So just the preset, no post-processing at all. But to get that kind of gritty top end, I actually did the same thing and I split it up. So I've got an MG1 here and then another MG1 here, both running the same preset. And then I went through some multi-band processing, phase distortion, EQ, ring modulator, which I didn't end up using actually, but the ring mod makes it kind of cool. So that on top of that is really, it gives it kind of a cool gritty thing. So maybe we could actually do that in the second section here. So let's maybe automate the mix of that. So we'll bring this in the second half and get like a cool syncopated thing. The first question though is, what key was this in? Looks like this is an F minor. So maybe go over here. Yeah, maybe something like that. We go to like a really heavy triplet thing. That could be kind of neat. Yeah, something like that. Kind of get like a old school dubstep thing. But I think what I would really love is the a 106 with just that really resonant, you know, thing. Uh-oh. Okay, no problem. I got it. Boop. Oh, Windows. Okay, cool. There we go. That looks gross. There we go. Okay. Windows, man. I tell you, someone said Linux earlier. I need to get on Linux someday. All right, so let's get that like. I just want a really like crunchy filter sweep thing. Yeah, something like that with like a delay. So let's just use the internal delay and then dun dun. So I think I'm hearing dotted quarters maybe. And we'll use the envelope. Just do a big, big filter sweep. Get that chorus. Yeah, unison mode. We'll add a bit of noise. Something like that would be cool. Someone would say free. Yeah, the MG1 Plus, that big bass synth I'm using here. New MG1 Plus, absolutely free. Go get this thing. Follow along, because we're going to make some patches with it. Okay, so we've got our... I think that's pretty cool. There's like way too much bass, so that's nice and easy to fix. We'll just cut out the low end. I want to get a bit more... Yeah, I want that kind of like... Actually, you know what would make this even cooler? Let's grab a voltage modular effects, and let's run this through a formant filter. Or the larynx filter. I don't know which one I'd want to do. Because the larynx filter is also cool for like weird vowel things. Let's grab... Let's do nitro formant, and we can just grab an LFO. All right, let's grab the mini LFO, because this is 2 LFOs in one. Okay, so we need to feed our audio through voltage, and then out of voltage. And then we'll do an LFO to the pitch, and an LFO to the frequency. And some soft saturation, so that's A to E. Make it real resonant and slow this LFO way, way, way down. All right, let's make that brighter. Let's do the nitro phaser too. Because this can have like 1,000 poles or something ridiculous. Yeah, make that like super, super slow. Okay, so right input, right output, left output, right out to right in, left to left. There we go. And let's just like maybe bring that up. Yeah, something like that. Let's try that. Excellent. All right, let's just cut that up. And we can just kind of use it as like a sound effect. We'll put that on the end too. Juno pad. Oh, yeah. I forgot I said we're going to do a pad at the beginning. All right. Let's just grab a preset. Let's go to hall mode. I really like the hall reverb. Open up the filter just a tad. And let's maybe layer the pad. So I'm gonna duplicate this instance of the 106 and let's put an ARP on top of that. Maybe something a bit pluckier. Ah, yeah, there we go. Nice, nice. All right, let's just copy the ARP thing. So this is Juno pad. Cool, and we'll bring it in for the first 2 sections, I guess. Something like that. If my keyboard would cooperate with me today. Okay, let's try that. Does the mod wheel on the 106 behave gradually, or does it do that thing where it's just on or off at 50%? It should actually just move gradually. It's just all the way up. There's no mod wheel on the interface, so I mean, I can just demonstrate that. So we'll do mod wheel, and let's assign that to filter frequency there. So if I just go like this, get that out of the way. There you go. You can see it's smooth. So yeah, totally smooth to go through that. All right. What else can we do to make this cooler? I know I want, yeah, like a pad. Maybe we could do something with the ARP. I kind of want to get out voltage modular and make just one ridiculous, like, neuro bass thing just to throw in here. I want to do something with a filter there. And I kind of want that filter just to work down through this section. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe we'll have some resonance on that too. So I want to add some variation to that, like da 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 da. Maybe we could do something with the 2600. Just a cowbell. I kind of just want to put a cowbell in there now. Just really subtly. I don't know, can we? Let's put a cowbell with the... No, let's do the spring mode. Oh man, that's that sound. Sick. Oh, that's something. But like every song needs more cowbell though. I mean, that's just the rule of production. Like if you don't add a cowbell in every single song you make, like why are you even doing that? I want to blend it perfectly in the mix to where like you wouldn't know it's there unless you're listening for it. I'm so pleased that we've integrated a cowbell into this for like no reason. Okay, so that's our cowbell. I wanna do something else with the 2600. Maybe in that section, like once that ARP starts kicking in. Maybe like a sound effects thing. Oh, we've absolutely got to work that in here. I think that was for 2 bars or something. So. Four bars? Okay, so 3 bars, that's good enough. So, just so my computer doesn't hate me, let's just bounce that. I'll move that back. So that's our 2600 riser. And let's grab maybe just a couple other like weird sound effects things that we can just render as samples. Oh. That's like a great noise organ thingy. Maybe we could work that in somewhere. So I think something like that, just a little like melodic line underneath that rise section. Come on, keyboard. There we go. I feel like that should end. What, an eighth note one. So what is that, a dotted eighth? Nope. What am I hearing in my head? Okay. Quarter notes. Everybody clap your hands. And then we should just do... So that's my side chain. Did I add a filter? No. I guess I need just a high pass filter on that. Let's do that. Because I just want to I want to clear up that low end for a second before the drop comes in. That's maybe a bit too much. Let's try that. And then just have like a little bit of a filter down. Nice. Let's do something with that. I love the filter of this thing. Because it's got that chirpy quality to the filter, and I love synths that have that, where it's not like, you know, this big screaming resonance, but it's like this kind of, I don't know, yeah, Tweety bird chirpy thing. So I feel like if we just take that and distort it a lot, it'll sound really good. Let's grab a phase distortion. Yeah, that sounds pretty mean. And then can we grab I want to grab the chorus, which is the chorus 60 module. Okay. And maybe we need to put that before the delay. I think that ought to work. Let's try it. Okay, lead. Everybody clap your hands. Cool, I think that works. That was perfect. Just something nice and subtle just to fill out some space. Kind of like that just really chill vibe there for a second. Maybe we could do that pad again. Just kind of like give it a breather, you know? I don't know, I just want to go really aggressive now, though. I like that break for like just a second, and then I want it to like come back in. So maybe we could do something like that, just like cut out the drums for a minute. And then big bass. Maybe. I kind of dig that, and let's just do that, and we'll fill something out. We don't say that word. Yeah, the barp is not taken kindly to around these parts. What we like is the, well, we can't call it the carp. What do we call the CA2600? Because it can't be the carp and it can't be the barp. I don't know. Someone give me a name for the Cherry Audio 2600 in the chat. I don't know a cute nickname because it can't be barp, it can't be carp. We can't call it Brangelina. I don't know. The carp. Well, the carp is the Korg ARP because it's KARP, and we could do carp, but then people might confuse it with the fish. These are the questions that keep me up at night. All right, let's throw down some more bass here, and then maybe we'll do something with voltage here in this kind of quiet section. So we got to figure out what we want to put here. Maybe something with the 106, and then it comes back into this bass. I think my MIDI controller is sending out too many signals because I'm hearing like an echo. Yeah, I had this on the wrong input. Always check your MIDI inputs, kids. Okay, so this is coming from the morph. All right. So let's do that again. So we just kind of want like a chill, kind of pulsing, syncopated bass line here. Dun, 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 Sweep there again. Sick. All right. So I think we're kind of in business here. Could we? Okay, I think that kind of works. There we go. Okay. What do we want to put in there? I thought turkeys could fly. Wild turkeys can fly, but regular turkeys that we eat. Well, I guess you can eat a wild turkey. You can eat anything if you're brave enough. But yeah, wild turkeys can fly, but big fat ones can't. Maybe there's a life lesson in there somewhere. I want to grab... I don't know. I want like some poly keys. If you go with the Charp 20, you can reduce it to hashtag 2600. I love that. That's excellent. Man. Do I have like some cool presets? I have so many presets though that like I'm not even gonna bother digging through that because we're gonna be here for like a year. How about some of the FM presets? There's got to be like some, yeah, like a bell. That almost sounds like the Taco Bell bell. Oh, there we go. That's pretty chill. So we could do kind of like a melody. Yes. No. It's close. Yeah, I'm not sure that sound is really... It's really close to what I want, though. Okay, so what's our main... And then could we run that through the 2600 and do something weird with it? So input to, or output to, let's override this one. Or let's override this one. So what could we mangle this with a bit? Let's run it through... Oh, let's run it through the filter and the filter to the... Oh, the distortion, I guess, and feed that back out. And... maybe we could sample and hold the filter and just make it really squelchy and crazy. 16ths maybe. Bandpass. Wow. Oh, that like... Oh, that splits your ears off. That's kind of dope, though. I mean... If it sounds good, am I right? So maybe we'll back off that distortion just a little bit, because that's pretty ridiculous. And then let's feed that through the plate reverb. All right, cool. Cool. And then let's patch a dry output. Yeah, let's patch a dry output from the distortion then. Or I guess we could just do it this way. Okay, I think that works. That can give us kind of a weird key sound to throw in here. Yeah, I dig that. That's pretty cool. So we won't like bump, 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 and then we'll get maybe another voltage patch or the 106 maybe. I feel like my quantization is a bit goofy. Cool. And I wanna build another effect. Whoops. I didn't know you could use your keyboard in Bitwig. Today I learned something. Speaking of, what have you learned recently about like synths and stuff? Have you figured out something new? Always interested in like new weird ideas. Let's grab a panning utility and maybe like delay. I don't know. Let's keep it simple first. Let's grab an LFO. Yeah, we'll do an LFO. Okay. So let's put that through here and then left and right. And we'll just turn this into an auto pan. it out that I can't figure out modular. Modular is hard. If modular was easy, a lot more people would be doing it. But once you understand modular, I mean, it's really, really powerful. I mean, imagine being able to build your own bespoke synthesizer, like whenever you feel like it, or something like this, like an effects rack. Like we could, so this is a super simple auto pan, right? That's not hard. That's what, 4 cables in total? But like, for example, let's make a delay effect. And yeah, let's just grab like a standard delay. And let's say we want to feed only the right side of the signal into the delay, but we want to have 2 delays and we want to have a filter of some kind. And we want to pass the low signal through this delay and the high signal through this delay, and those delays have different times. So, I mean, like, there's not a plugin out there that does that, at least that I'm aware of, but we can create, like, crazy... I guess that's really not a great example because it's, like, incredibly subtle here. Let's just, like, crank the feedback. So over here, I mean, we've got 2 different delays going on from a band split, which is just wild. But yeah, once you like start to get the grasp of modular and like how you can do things, it's really, really powerful because you can play around with so many weird ideas. Yeah, presets too. That's a great point. Presets are a great way to learn like how to patch something. And of course, on the Cherry Audio YouTube channel, there's a ton of tutorials and stuff. Some of them featuring a certain handsome someone you might know. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, modular is super, super cool. Presets are a great way to learn it though too, just to study the way the signal is flowing because there's a lot to it and it can get really overwhelming. But once you break down kind of the core concepts of like voltage and using voltage to control other things, it starts to become a lot easier because it's a lot of the same processes. It's just different lines of thinking to get from one point to the other. Mitch, yeah. Mitch from Cherry Audio is the handsome one. Exactly. So what were we doing? Okay, so we've got our auto pan. We've got our 2600 processing it, and we built, or we just used a preset from voltage for FM. Okay, so that's kind of our... Sing along, yeah. Actually, I wonder, could we... Let's see, could I do that without creating like horrible feedback loops? No, I'm not an instrument. I'm a organic thing. I have to do this the long way. Check, check, check. So I can. The oscillator bones connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. So maybe we could do that and just add like a vocoder. The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. Let's just do something like that. Man, that auto monitor drives me nuts. Okay, so let's and we can do that, and then we can feed it. Well, actually, I don't know. Do we want to do that, or do we want to go through the voltage one? The voltage one's actually probably easier to hook up, because Bitwig is weird. Okay, so vocoder, modulator in. Or no, we'll do the carrier in. And we need the modulator. Oh, yeah, because we have to put this in a group. That's how you do it. Okay. It's been a minute since I've used a vocoder in here. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to need an instrument track. So let's just use the new MG1, which, by the way, for those of you recently joining us, the new Surrealistic MG-1 Plus from Cherry Audio, absolutely free. Super, super fun, and is like 90% of the synthesizers you're hearing in this song. Let's find a good, like, we'll just increase the poly. Okay, something like that, I guess. Oh man, I think it's like the coffee is like making me voice dry out here. Voltage modular. Effects, and then we need vocoder. So let's do left is carrier, right is modulator. Master output. We'll just make that mono for now because we got to figure this out. Okay, so now we just pan. Let's make sure this works. Oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter. That's kind of weird. We can work with that though. Let's drop this down an octave maybe. Maybe we need this to be brighter.
Is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
Sick. All right, has anyone else got lyrics? We need like another 4 bars. And then we can, let's just like figure out what we're going to do here.
The filter is connected to the amplifier.
So maybe that needs to be a bit louder. Voltage modular is my salvation. I get to play with modular at a fraction of the cost. I'm just going to use that. All right, let's see.
Oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. Oscillator is connected to the amplifier.
Okay, so let's just do something with what was it? So we could do voltage modular is my salvation. I get to play with modular at a fraction of the cost. Or if anyone has any other lyrics, now is the time. I'm going to tweak this patch for a minute. So if you've got 4 more bars worth of lyrics, drop it in the chat and we'll do that. I'm going to try and get this to sound a little bit better. Like I'm just having a sort of hard time making out the vocals.
The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
Okay, I think that's all right. I just want to get like a little bit more.
The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. Is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. Oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
All right, I think that sounds good. And we could do like a delay on that or something. Let's just double out the lyrics for now and we'll fill this in. Okay. So some chords and stuff.
The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
I don't like the syncopation on that.
Filter is connected to the amplifier.
So we just need to do the oscillator is connected to the filter. I need to get rid of my pre-roll, I think. Yeah, no pre-roll. That's why it's acting weird. The oscillator is connected to the filter. Awesome. Push that back.
The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
Oh, I think I think that needs to go back.
The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
There we go. That's it. Okay.
It's connected to.
Yeah, Black Friday deals are going on, and you can actually grab this phenomenal vocoder module. This is part of the Year 1 collection, I believe. So you can pick that up. That is on sale right now for an amount I don't remember offhand, but absolutely worth checking out. It's got a ton of modules. Let's get something weird in here. I want to create just a super trippy, wild. Let's get the hex phaser. The hex phaser always makes things sound wacky.
Connected to. The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
Let's grab a delay. And then I think I'm good with that.
The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
I want that to go down an octave there.
Connected to the amplifier. The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier. The oscillator is connected to the filter. The filter is connected to the amplifier.
Cool. I think we're good with that. I think that's everything I wanted to accomplish. We have taken this track up a notch from just the stock good old MG1 Plus to something a bit more interesting. Let's move that Juno pad thing over here. Ah, it's like way too high of an octave. That's why it's like super hard to hear. Oh, was this like a tuned filter patch? Is that why it sounds that way? There we go. Now we get a bit more of that. Awesome. Like this synth. Yeah, the DCO 106 is awesome for those sounds, and it's got like 1,000 million presets in it too, which is great. So it's like super easy to pull up and then just tweak something and you're done. All right, let's take a listen to the final product. But before we do, we've got a bunch of really great deals with Cherry Audio going on right now. You can get merch. There are really cool shirts. I didn't have mine today because it's in the laundry right now, but there's shirts for the 106. You can get this really cool shirt with the 106 logo on it, so that one's really neat. There's also a shirt for the CA2600, which is probably my favorite design. I really like the look of that one. There's a Voltage Modular logo. There's a really cool tattoo one, and I think that's it. Maybe there's one other one I don't remember. There's also Black Friday deals going on. You can save on everything, really. A bunch of third-party stuff as well for Voltage Modular if you're looking to pick up some new modules. PSP, shout out to these guys again, make some of my favorite modules, and you can get their entire collection for only $49. And then there's like 1,000 gajillion other modules on sale too, including all the stuff from Cherry Audio that you can get, which is awesome. So you can get the collections or savings on individual modules, a bunch of other stuff. Or if you've already spent your Black Friday budget like I have, because that went way too fast, you can pick up this guy, which is the Surrealistic MG-1 Plus. It's a really cool, quirky, fun synth, which I used to make this whole demo track, except for the stuff we added here today in this stream, for absolutely $0. And you can pick this up and play with it and make some really wild, fun stuff. So with all of that, let's take a listen to the final product, and then I guess we'll leave a little bit of time for questions. right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I believe we've got everything. I think I'm pretty happy with that. That turned out really, really good. So that was with the MG1 Plus, Surrealistic MG1 Plus. You can get that for free, $0.00 right now with the link over there. Somewhere in there. So, if we have any questions or anything, now we can do that for just a moment. But I think other than that, that'll conclude the stream. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was really easy to do as well. That's the nice thing with like having synths with a bunch of presets in them. It's super easy just to kind of like pick through some stuff, make a couple tweaks, and go. But like I said too, you know, the MG1, I really like working with that thing because there's so few options. It's nice to have something where you don't get stuck just like wondering what to do with it, or just, you know, totally overwhelmed by the possibilities of it, because I think that's one of the things with Voltage. I just end up wasting a lot of time in there because I keep patching stuff and not actually getting stuff done. Yeah, iLock, always good stuff. No, I just had some Windows update issues like right before the stream, because of course I was like, oh yeah, I'll just update Windows, no problem. And then yeah, of course that was like the day the Windows update decides to break all my stuff. Where do babies come from? If you take an MG1 and you wire it into a CA2600, it's something like that. Oh, and throw a 106 chorus in there too, just to get the mood going. Nice to see you. Good effort. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. I don't think I missed questions. Hopefully not. Nice shirts, not company in your face. Yeah, they're really, really cool looking shirts for sure. Year one is $99 right now. Yeah, so the year one collection is $99 right now, which has a bunch of cool modules. Obviously, it wobbled a bit too much. All right, well, I guess, sorry, we'll leave this open for a couple more minutes in case anyone's got any questions or wants to see anything in a bit more detail. But other than that, I think we are done. So we'll leave the floor open for just a few more minutes. Very cool, over the top. Maybe that's what I should have done, is just put a bunch of OTTs on everything. Like how many OTTs can we stack on an MG1 and does it still sound good? I feel like that's one of those things that, like, after a certain point, it just becomes hilarious. So it's like, it just sounds good because it's so bad. Show off some MPE. Sure, we can do a really quick MPE thing. Because this is included in the year one collection, I'm pretty sure. Or you can buy the MPE module on its own. So let me just open a new project here before my computer, like, has a fit. So MPE and Voltage Modular is actually super, super easy. And in case you didn't know, Voltage Modular does do MPE. So I just got to enable MPE mode in my DAW here. And we can search up the MPE interface module, which allows us to turn any poly patch into an MPE expressible thing, which is really, really fun. So let's grab, let's do the PSP ephemerizer. This is probably a good module to demonstrate this with. And then let's grab, I know we need a poly envelope, poly amp, and let's just grab a poly filter just in case. Let's do the PSP one. Okay, so let's wire this bad boy up. So if we were just making a regular old poly patch, we would do this, and then the output goes to the input goes to here, this goes out, and then we have our poly gate, and now we've got a patch which has no sound because I didn't modify that. There we go. I'm an expert at this, believe it or not. So now we've got a regular old poly patch, but I have here a Sentinel Morph, which is a special MIDI controller that supports MPE, or MIDI polyphonic expression. If you're not familiar with what that means, basically, if I play a note and I pitch bend, it's going to bend that note. And if I play a chord and I play a pitch bend of that, it's going to bend that entire chord. But MPE allows me to move all of these notes around individually, including aftertouch per note. So I can do poly aftertouch, and I can go up and down on the note to change a parameter, which we'll demonstrate here with a quick patch. MG1 Plus does not do MPE, but Voltage Modular and DCO 106 do. Yes, the DCO 106 plugin also does MPE, which is nuts. And a lot of fun. There's some really cool possibilities with doing that. I don't know why my taskbar is like showing up now. Probably Windows. All right, so MPE. Let's do the MIDI in here. So let's wire the pitch out. And let's give that pitch to the second oscillator here. Let's feed the output of that into the FM. Let's grab a poly amplifier first though. So we'll do input here, and we'll do the poly CV mod as the slide. So the slide represents the y-axis. So what this means is as I go up on this note, let's push that back into the FM. As I go up, that's actually going to apply FM, but I can do that on an individual note basis, which is crazy. So let's drop this down actually. And start messing with this a little bit. So let's make that higher. It's like really hard to do that with all this stuff in front of me. Let's get something. And let's get the gate out here. Yeah, let's do something with that. All right, and let's get the filter out. Let's feed the output into the filter, and we'll modify the filter with aftertouch, I guess. We'll make this like a really resonant. Let's just drop this down a little bit, or this is going to be really ridiculously screechy. Something is not wanting to play right here, so let's swap this out for a poly. Let's do a poly super oscillator because this is a really, really fun module. So let's send the pitch into the pitch here. And let's do this again. So let's feed the output of this one into the amplifier, and we'll do slide into that, and the output of that can go into the linear frequency mod in. We'll feed the output of that to the filter. Sweet. And we'll modify the filter with pressure or aftertouch. And that's going to get really, really screechy. Let's drop the filter down. And let's maybe change this into a sine modifying something like that. So now if I play a note and I go up, that's going to increase the amount of FM happening. And if I apply aftertouch or pressure here, that's going to open the filter. So if we combine those two actions, and let's make that FM a bit more discernible here. But the cool thing with MPE is I can do this per note. So I'm going to do it only in the high note now. And you hear the low note is actually unaffected. So that's a really fun way to make some patches, especially for, you know, like some really expressive pads or something. So we could turn this into kind of like a big swooping poly pad. and then feed that into some big, ridiculous reverb of some kind. Let's do the PSP space. Always love making pad sounds. Pad sounds are the best. So we'll just feed this into a big washy reverb. And we've got MPE inside of Voltage. Which, how neat is that? And it's super simple to set up, but you just need some kind of controller like this that can do MPE. Let's see if we got any other questions before we wrap up here. Let's see, it looks like we've already answered all the other ones. Space pads powered by Voltage Modular. Pads and Voltage can be super fun. Some of the poly modules are ridiculous. Plus, yeah, it's like if you want to make a pad that has like 30 oscillators in it, go for it. Like there's really no it's really just as much as your computer can handle, which I think makes it really, really fun, but also really, really dangerous because you can sit there and patch something for hours and hours and hours. But yeah, it looks like I don't have any other questions here. So I guess that will do it. I think we'll go ahead and call it done here. Love a nice pad. Everybody does. So I think that wraps everything up for this Voltage Modular /106/2600/MG1 Plus live stream extravaganza. I hope you guys have a great Black Friday. Go out and buy some cool plugins and gear and all that stuff. You can check out all the stuff for Cherry Audio's Black Friday sales bonanza extravaganza extraordinaire with the link always on the wrong side. That way, I keep thinking it's over here, or I keep thinking it's over here. So there's a link over here, Cherry Audio Black Friday stuff. You can go grab that. There's Cherry Audio merch if you want to pick up a cool shirt. They're really soft too. I always love like soft audio company shirts. I don't know what it is with audio companies and having like the best shirts, but they're really soft and really cool looking. The CA2600 one is probably my favorite. Otherwise, you can pick up the free MG1 Plus synthesizer, which is brand new. It was just released yesterday. It's a lot of fun, and it's absolutely free if you've already blown all your Black Friday money or spent it all on like turkey and gravy and stuff yesterday. Looks like that does it. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys again for the next one. Bye-bye, and have a good weekend.